Hello again, it's Elle. Hello, that's Zebedee. That's Cheddar Chops or Cheddar Bear, and that's Johnson. I thought I'd introduce you to my baby pod. This was actually a shed that was being thrown out by one of my neighbours. And because, well, I mean, it's just in amazing form, but it's just tremendous, it really is. I came up with the idea that because Mum is, she's quite frail, but she loves being here, but she's terribly poorly at the minute. She's 90 though, and we have a ball. It's sort of, I got the idea that I could use here so she could have the whole of the other cabin to herself. And she loves it. She's in there now. My son stayed in here last night, but this was a shed, just a shed being thrown out. I'll just show you I've got everything in it I need, genuinely. I keep everything I need in there. Tea, coffee, I have a kettle. I cook everything on a normal fire. I don't like microwaves, things like that. That leads straight out to the mum's cabin, you can just see. And there's my view. It takes me straight out to the garden. And I've got a really beautiful view here. Well, it's beautiful to me. It enables me to see out everywhere. What we do here, I've never really explained, is we are a no-cage sanctuary, animal sanctuary. We try and introduce all the animals that come to us and just accept them as ours straight away. Depending on what stage of healing they're at, they go to different places. Now, a year ago, this wasn't even here. This was just derelict land. Well, it was shocking land. And so I've just had to sort of create a garden the best I could do, really. But it was just a shed. But it's just to show that literally what you can do if if you just put your mind a little bit out of that box that, life's thrown at us at the minute. That we're all in a stage or at a stage that probably we never thought in our lifetimes we would be at, but we are. And I've just got to try and make the most. But here we go outside, and there's Tufty. But literally, Mum's just through there, in there, asleep. And here's my view then from outside. So yeah, we don't believe in cages, even though they go in cages at night time, obviously. In the day, all the animals, well, the cats live wherever they want. We have field shelters, little places all over. Down there, we are excavating at the minute. We found some unusual stuff, so. And then we have sorry Tufty, behind here, some more of my beautiful cosmos out. Love my cosmos. My pelargoniums and all the fuchsias will be brought in soon. Nice seating area in the back. And then, as usual, Tufty, hello, get your eye sorted in a minute. Jonesy. And there were my veg plots. I'm nearly done now with. So they'll be, I'm not using those anymore for veg. They're just going to be wildflowers. The whole thing will be one, and it's just going to be all flowers, bulbs, everything. And the paddock next door where the tent is where we'll start using for the raised beds or something like that. If you ever get a chance to visit the site of One Seed, One World, he has the most amazing, honestly, I'm in awe of him. He's so down to earth, his information is spot on. What he doesn't know, he'll ask, and it's just really entertaining watching the different, aspects of his homestead. In England, it's a little bit difficult because obviously my temperature's a lot more unreliable, to say the very least, but things are done at obviously different times and stages and what have you. More cosmos coming up still. I I've not had as much time as I'd have liked this year to spend with my flowers, but it was more important we got set up, really. So yes, and there's my shed as it was. We put the window in. Took a couple of hours. That was it from start to finish, but it was just genuinely a shed, and just one window has made such a difference. One little heater in it that was too much. I actually embrace the cold. I quite like it. Can't bear being over warm, and I have to have air over me all the time. But yeah, that's from an unloved shed in a day, one day, it's day 2, where it's my baby pod. So yes, our animals, we get them. We only rehome to people we sort of know. We do such thorough checks, and because it's like handing a child over, especially if they've been very, very poorly. But the basis is that they could be with us now probably for the rest of their lives, some of them, because some of the traumas are too hard to sort of get over, if that makes sense. And so because this is the thing they've known when they first get better, it becomes their home. So we do the sanctuary. It's a non-profit making. We don't even ask for donations. We work on the theory that if we can't afford to do it and feed everything and everyone on our own without asking for help, we shouldn't be doing it. So we don't take donations, ask for them anything, nothing. It's just, we need to know we can do it when the chips are down, that we're still able to. So but yeah, it's been a heavy year really, but it's getting better. Well, let's hope it is anyway. So yes, anyone that does watch, please check out One Seed, One World. Fabulous ideas. And I'll speak to you all soon. Hope everybody's all right. Paul, I know how poorly you are at the moment, and I hope you're back out of hospital now. But I'm praying for you, my sweet man. Honest to God, I am so sad that this is happening to you. And get well, Paul. Please get well soon. You've got an art festival to, arrange with me. I'm going to need your help, so really, please try. Paul is another creator. Paul Jones, he does all the music I love. He's a traditionalist with his vinyl, but his artwork is fabulous, and his poetry is it is phenomenal. The depth of his poetry. I'm a big poetry buff, and it's brilliant. Please, if anyone ever gets a chance to check out Paul Jones, you'll see on his thumbnails, he'll be stood there. He's a lovely, lovely, lovely chap. Quite handsome, actually. And he's usually just got a record player there, but just check out his poetry if he puts it up. Anyway, love to all, blessings. Just thought I'd start to try and explain what we do here. But yes, it's genuinely helping getting over the trauma of what happened and being able to trust again. If I could recommend a book to anyone, it would be Jonathan Livingston's Seagull. Sorry, that was hard to say. And it's a fabulous book. I can't even say a category it would fall in, because it's a book I read a long, long time ago. But for every stage of your life, you will find you'll find a paragraph or a full chapter that seems to address it. And basically, he wanted to fly as high as he could, but kept getting told no anyway. He lost his life, Jonathan Seagull. And then it was about how, when he came back, what he'd learned from last time, how he did it. It's an amazing book anyway, so if you ever want a good read that's a philosophical read, or just a read about a daft seagull, that's fine. But I would recommend that. I'd recommend Water Babies. That's far too many books to think of, but yes, they're two of my favourites. Anyway, blessings out. Just wanted to sort of show you the progress. I know it's only a shed, but it's actually in our home. So anyway, blessings to all.